I want to share with you a dream that the Lord gave me just after I had joined a religious community. And I thought that I had made a very big mistake. So with the help of a couple of people, I'm going to act out this dream because I'm no different to any of you. And I don't know about you, but I think we all feel burdened from time to time. And the Lord spoke to me in this dream, one of the most powerful spiritual experiences I've ever had. But He spoke to me about the burdens that I was carrying at that time. And He spoke very clearly. Just incidentally, it's worth saying that St. Gregory Palamas, who we celebrate next Sunday, really brought to the church the truth that anyone can have the direct experience of the energies of God. It's not something based on your own merit, it's based on God's grace. But that any one of us can have a direct experience of God in His energies. And this dream that I'm about to act out for you was perhaps one of the most profound experiences of God in my life, and it really helped me in a very difficult time. So I will be back shortly. So in this dream that I had, I find myself on the sidewalk of a busy street, and I'm dragging this really heavy suitcase around. I'm not sure I even know where I'm going or why I'm carrying it. It's out my friend. But I'm struggling with this heavy suitcase. And it's like, what is this even for? Why am I doing this? Like, what am I doing? I'm carrying this junk. And then all of a sudden, this horrible, big horrible guy comes to me and gets in my face. You shouldn't even be here. I'm like, I gotta get this car to a friendly place. What am I going to do? What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. Taxi! Taxi!
Taxi here.
Hey, look, this is just garbage. There's no body parts in here. This is just junk. Please, look, here's a 20. Just take it to the nearest dumpster and please get rid of it.
Will do.
Thank you so much. Whew. And then I kind of woke up a little bit, and I'm like, that was horrible. What was that? And I felt the Lord say to me, do you want me to show you what you're carrying? And I'm like, okay. So my taxi came back. Taxi! I'll be back in a minute.
Taxi here.
So the Lord said to me, actually, Adam, you're not carrying one, you're carrying 3 heavy suitcases. And I want you to open them, and I will tell you what they are. I'm like, okay. So I get to the first suitcase, and I open it. And it was full of water. And the Lord said to me, these are the tears that you've cried as you worry and afraid of being lonely, of being single, and of being unhappy. And I saved every single one of the tears that you cried. Then I came to the second case. and said, this is your vocation. These are the times that you prayed and meant it and asked me to hear you. And every single prayer, I saved it, I preserved it, and I have heard it. Somebody do me a big favour and just put these back. But then I came to the last suitcase. And he said, the devil wants you to think that you're in the wrong place. And that is what this bursting full suitcase is. Now I want you to open it. So I opened it. And it was empty. It was empty. Because I wasn't in the wrong place. I was exactly where he wanted me to be. I think all of us struggle carrying tears, carrying junk, garbage, carrying hurt, carrying pain, carrying what we in our blindness think are unanswered prayers. The epistle today says, let us lay aside every weight, and let us persevere in running with endurance the race that is before us, keeping our eyes fixed on Jesus, who is the author and the finisher of our faith. If you are dragging a heavy suitcase around you, you can't fix your eyes on anything but the junk that you are struggling with. Let us all lay aside all of these heavy burdens, whatever they are. Because if God can say to me, every tear that you cried, I preserved it and saved it. Every prayer that you prayed, I listened to it and kept it. If he can say that to me, how much more can he say that to you? And through me today, he is saying that to you. Whatever your tears, whatever the garbage that you're hauling around, whatever the prayers that you are praying, he sees and he knows. And so also does the great cloud of witnesses that surrounds us. In the psalm, in Psalm 56, the Lord says, you keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all of my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. That was true for the psalmist. It seems it's true for me. And I passionately believe that it's true for each one of you. The Lord collects your tears and my tears in his buckets. The Lord listens to each of our prayers. And the verse that follows this in the psalm says, when I cry out to you, then my enemies will turn back. This I know because God is for me. If you ever have that nasty guy in your face, telling you you don't belong, telling you you don't measure up, telling you you shouldn't be here, in fact, get out of here, you tell him to get out of here, then your enemy will turn back because God is for me and God is for you. And that is the promise. So, let us, as the prayer says, let us begin the fast with joy, and let us keep our eyes fixed, not on the pain, not on the tears, not even on the prayers, but on Jesus, who is the author and the perfecter, the finisher of our faith. Glory to Jesus Christ.
Glory to him forever.